Hey guys, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Today's video is basically just going to be over Arena, and I want to give some quick tips basically to anybody who's new to Arena and really haven't played Tarkov. There's a lot of new things that come with this game that you just may not know. And yeah, I'm basically just going to start at the presets, and with the presets kind of explain other things that you may need to know within the kits. I won't go through every single kit just because well, I'm gonna give you enough advice to where you can kind of click through it and kind of, figure it out a little bit for yourself. I want to give you enough advice to where you can help yourself out as well. So yeah, basically we'll just go straight into presets. So I started out personally with Marksman, and we'll just start off with this. I went down the owl tree, and so I won't even go down this Capuchulo. We may look down the later end of the tree, but we'll just start out with Owl. Owl has a VPO with TCWSP with the PACA and really terrible meds. And for anybody who's new, with your meds, you have S marches, and then you have also a Calic B, which will eventually you'll see one of those. They stop heavy bleeding, so anytime you have a heavy bleed, you would need to use one of these and it'll stop your heavy bleeds. Then you have Analgen. Basically, it's a painkiller. Anything that says removes pain is a painkiller and will give you the painkiller debuff. Basically, the painkiller debuff is, let's say you broke your legs or you don't have legs and they're blacked. Painkillers basically act as if you have legs and you can run again. And if you run out of your painkillers after your 80 seconds of your duration is up, then you go back to not being able to run and hurting and making that sound. So yeah, say you break your legs, well, now you got a splint, you can at least fix one of them. You only got one, which kind of sucks. And then you got your cheese, of course. This heals. Specifically, the cheese only heals, like let's say you just got shot and you just lost some health. Well, use your cheese and it'll heal it. Bandages, you have the light bandage, and then you have the 2-count bandage, which is this army bandage. All it does is stop light bleeds compared to an S march, which stops heavy bleeds. And so that's kind of the difference between different heals, and those are your heals in general. And then with the VPO, you have, of course, TCWSP. And the ammo actually is not terrible if you're shooting them in the legs or the arms or just the face. If you hit them in the armor, your ammo is not going to do that much anymore. The ammo is just not that good when it comes to that. But flesh, super good. I think early on, if you're willing to just grind out the Marksman, it won't be that bad. And so yeah, we'll just go ahead and move it down to the next ones. I went down the Cowboy, not the Nail, specifically just because I wanted the SR25. This kit, honestly, in my opinion, was pretty rough. The M1A with the hollow / red dot, or hollow / like ACOG scope, terrible. It also has TCW. It just has too much recoil. It was pretty bad. Instead of cheese, you get IFAK, and then you get a cat, which is basically it's a hemostatic tourniquet. It stops heavy bleeds, just like a S March, and a Calic B. You also get a sidearm, a 357 Magnum ammo, not too bad. You get headphones with this kit, but so far I'm finding that headphones haven't been as useful as actually in Tarkov. So we're going down to the next kit. We have Sentry, actually, which isn't a bad kit. I've used it like once or twice. There's a lot of things that Arena could be doing better in terms of progressing down your skill tree, but they just did it pretty terrible. Instead of just, in my opinion, instead of just going down one specific tree, I should be able to play Sentry, and it unlocks Echo, XP, and Marksman. It should go all across the board rather than just one. I think it's quite stupid, but that's just my opinion. I hope BSG watches this video and maybe takes a little bit of advice from this, and maybe, but we'll continue. So next one we have Echo. He has the RFB. The scope's not that good. It manages as BCP FMJ, which also is not bad ammo. 83 damage, 35 pin. It honestly will kill quite a bit of people. It'll do the trick. It's not some high tier ammo like M80 or M62 or M61, but it'll do the trick for sure. Then we got the Shade and Mosquito, which these two kits are good. Mosquito has the AUG with 10 round mags that have M855A1, and then it has 2 spare mags of M8556A1. So I use this kit a few times as a sniper, and then you get your SR25 on this Shade kit. I really like the SR25. It was a lot of fun. You get M80, and then of course you get a Glock with a AP63 with 33 round mags. It's a single fire Glock, so it's not that crazy. So it just kind of like, if you need it in a fight or something, it might save your life. It probably won't, but you know, you have it. And then if you go down the list, we go down to the STM with the PvP, and you also get a Gazelle. Not too bad meds. Also headphones in this kit, which is pretty nice, of course. But yeah, good ammo. PvP is the best ammo you can get, in my opinion, with the 9x19 basically. This is a super solid round. You can slam kids with PvP. And then you go down to Ruby and Wiper. From there you get BS, which is a tank killer, and 7 and 40. We'll look a little bit deeper into this kit. I'm guessing this has the 7 and 40, this 30 round mag, and the AK545 is a single fire gun, so it's not a automatic. But if you have BS and 7 and 40, you can kill just about anything with your single round mag. And then here we go. We got some stims. An ETG is basically a really fast heal. If you got into a crazy fight and you were just losing a lot of blood, you just, you know, you didn't black out anything, but you just are really low on health, the ETG is going to give you really fast health regeneration super quickly. So this is super useful after a real big fight and you just need a lot of health really fast to get into the action again. Maybe really good. An L1, I think it's endurance and strength slash it increases your max stamina, so it kind of makes you faster, lets you jump a little higher. Not too bad, not too good. Anyways, you might as well pop it at the beginning of the round along with your Analgen. And then you get a nice little sidearm. It's a full auto. You get SP8. It'll kill someone. I mean, look at the penetration. So well, this is leg meta for sure. If you shoot them in the face, they're dead, but you know, more than likely someone's gonna have a helmet. You might as well just shoot them leg meta. Then we go down to the G28. This is the RSAS. So you get M80 with the RSAS. Nothing too special. Basically just like the SR25 kit. And so, well, we have two different sims that I can tell you guys. We have a Zagustin. It's a hemostatic, which basically stops heavy bleeds, light bleeds, any kind of bleeds you have. Really good for if you're in a crazy fight and you're just getting fucked up. Well, perfect. If you have enough cover and enough time, you can quickly use this and boom, you're back in the fight, not dying. And of course you get a morphine, which is a 300-second pain remover, painkiller. Really good for just popping at the beginning of the game and just running it. You basically don't even have to stress about not having a painkiller. Go down to Overlord and Hector. We got a Texas 15 with this guy and the G28 with this guy. And so these two, this is when your kits really start making an impact on the game. So you have the best ammo, M993 with contact 4s, best headsets in the game with FN57 with pretty good rounds as well in your 5.7. So you got a Perfotorin, which is basically a Zagustin, just a little bit better because it gives you health regen as well. And then you got a Adrenaline, which is a endurance, strength, recoil control, and health regen which this is nice to use randomly sometimes whenever I guess I've been using mine at the beginning of rounds. I just pop this one. Of course, this will be used whenever you're in gunfights or you need it for heavy bleeds, of course. And IFAK, AFAK stops light bleeds, stops heavy bleeds, and also used for healing. Then we go down to Hector. These are just kits that I would personally use. I haven't gotten to yet, but they look like amazing kits to use. And so we got the Texas 15 with the SSAP. Amazing round. Look at the penetration. Low damage, but when you have high pin, damage does basically not matter. So yeah, Texas 15, super good kit. Great gun. You got the voodoo on it with the canted sight on top. Great gun. And then you also got a PMAX 60, a 55A1, which also good rounds as well. Oh, and I didn't even talk about the tack rig. You have an armor class of level 5 with the CPC. And there's your Calic B, and you got a Grizzly here. Grizzly is a splint. Stops heavy bleeds, stop light bleeds, fixes stuff, heals. Grizzly's nice to have as well, so this is a solid kit all around. Then we go down to the final kits of Prefect and Lich. So Lich has an MK18 with 338 Lapua Magnum FMJ, which is a really good round. You're just gonna be shitting on. Look at the damage. Look at the pin. Speaks for itself. No armor, no headset, no armor tack rig, but you do get a Trimadol, which you could pop off at the beginning of the round or like mid round, you know, whenever you need it. And then an HAHF1, which stops heavy bleeds, light bleeds. And so yeah, this is a pretty good kit too as well. More so sniper kit. I think snipers are only useful on specific maps, Armpit and Bowl specifically. You can get away with using them if you're just that guy, but more than likely it's not gonna work. And then we go over to Prefect. We got the VPO with MAI AP, which is also 58 pin, 47 damage. Very good round. Only downside of this gun, single fire in my opinion. Great gun though. I mean, you have a red dot too. It's gonna do the trick. It's gonna do the trick. Let's be real. But single fire, you know, if you're getting blasted at by someone who has high tier ammo, compared to getting shot at with single fire, you're gonna, you know, chances are automatic beats single fire. That's just how it works. He's shooting more bullets than you. Statistically, he's doing more damage. Technically, you lose. These are just all technicalities, of course, but you know, that's it's true. You also get a SJ6, which gives you a lot of stamina. It's nice to have. L1, strength, endurance, and then you have your other heals as well. I guess we'll just go over to the high tier kits of Calm and Gaze. We'll just look at them. We have the SVDS. We have a Karund with it, and the Karund is level tier 5. Pretty good. SVDS also has BS, which is awesome. Penetration. It's this round will kill everything. Will literally kill everything. So if you have this round as GGs, it's wraps. You know, you shoot anyone as GGs basically, just as much as the next kit to the right. So very good rounds. Even the pistol has good rounds. And then of course you get your ETG heals, extra bullets, and your SVD 20 round mags. You get PS, which isn't as good as the BS, but it will do the trick. Then we go over to Gaze. So Gaze has AXMC and the Vector, and the AXMC actually has the Lapua Magnum AP rounds, which is the one tap rounds. So literally with this round, anything you shoot dies. One shot anywhere, dead basically. Best round in the game. But you know, you gotta hit your shots. You get a Propatil, heavy bleeds, and a Grizzly, spare rounds. And then you get a Vector sidearm with PvP and 24 round mags, which honestly isn't that crazy. Like I said, this kit's also not too shabby. It's just more so the fact that I didn't want to go through these other guns. I don't want to use the Mosin. You know, everything's going to be personal preference at the end of the day for people. But I do think BSG could do a little bit better of a job of letting people use other kits to unlock the same stuff, basically. So we'll move on over to the Scout, and then CQB, and then the Assault, and then the Raiding, and we'll just kind of go through it pretty quick. So I personally am going to go down the Plantain, and like I said, do the bottom ones. So we have Plantain. It has the PP91 Keter with SP8. Not the greatest kit at all. Leg meta, unless if you're using this like first day of the wipes of Arena, you'll be fine to just shoot people wherever. But for the most part, this won't do nothing. You get a Vogue, which is actually clutch, just to throw that shit at the beginning of the round. Hopefully kill the whole team. And we'll just move on to the next ones. We have the Vityaz. This actually is a huge upgrade from the Keter. Automatic, not too bad vertical recoil. This thing actually beams. The only downside to this is you have PST, which is not the greatest ammo. But if it's early, you can still slam people. And honestly, even late, there's so many kits that don't have armor that have like helmets because of just the fact I think the balancing for it, you know, just doesn't need a helmet. That you actually can kill quite a bit of people with this gun. You just got to make sure you hit your shots with it. And then different meds, of course. And we'll just move on to the next one. So here we got Sawbones and we got Whistle. Whistle had an MP155 with Flechette. Not a big shotgun guy, so I don't really care for it. And it also doesn't really go into the next tree. This is the one I've been using, is Sawbones. Currently, I'm trying to get to this guy, but I really want Weaver. We'll talk about him in a second. But Sawbones, he has an AK-102. It's an automatic with M856A1, which is not the worst ammo, actually. It's not the greatest ammo, that's for sure. It'll kind of just do the trick, you know. It just does the job. We got Gushes, the top left. Not the greatest headsets either, but I find that the sound is also bugged on Arena. It just does not sound as good as Arena. Then we have level 3 armor, also ass with the Vaseline, which isn't too bad. Then we go on to the next kits, which this is where things get a little better. So you get the MP5 with AP63, which is not that good. And then this is the kit I actually want to use. So we have the PP19, that's a single fire and fully auto, and it gets PvP. And the PvP, like I said, does a really, really good job at killing people. It is a really, really good round. And on top of that, you get an ETG with it with level 4 armor. It's not the CPC, it's ARS. And yeah, I mean, it'll just do the trick for what you need and killing people. Basically, I think this is a solid kit. And then as you go down to the next one, Weaver, solid kit. This is the kit right here. I am specifically doing this tree because I think this is the meta kit. I think this is the one right here, honestly. You got an AK-74U with 33 vert recoil with BS, and BS is a great round. You get a level 4 armor plate, which isn't great. It'll do the trick. It's more so you get really good rounds, you know. It's just not bad meds either. And then you even go down further one more and you get Cobra. So this is the next round, or the next class that I think is also just absolutely meta. You get an AS Val with SP6. SP6 eats. It is so good. And you actually now get tier 5 armor with the tack rig that you get not too bad meds with. P&B is a health regen, strength injector. And you also get Augmentin, which is removes pain, so it's a PK. You also get a revolver with the tac scope. It's a weird one for sure. And then of course you usually get spare mags with some random memo. I don't even know what that round is. It's not bad actually. All right, and then we go to Chimera, And this is another solid class. You get a fast MT with headphones, and then you get the A18, which is a level 4 class. Your AK-104 has MAI AP, which, look at the high pin, great damage, does the trick for killing basically anything you need. And then let's say you run out of ammo, boom, you have an MP5K. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gun for just leg meta. So not a bad kit. Also good meds as well. And so yeah, that's I think Scout right here. That specific tree is the meta tree to go down right now. And then we can go ahead and look at the others if you guys want. We have Samuel. I think this is a troll kit in my opinion, but kind of fire. You get an MP18, which is basically a single fire, one shot only. You shoot, you have to reload. But you get BS, which is crazy. So right off rip, you shoot this one bullet, and then you put in your BS, and you can literally kill anybody, which is hilarious. And then you get a KS-23 with Shrap 10. You can literally kill anybody with this. You shoot them in the leg, they're dead. So honestly, troll, pretty good. It's kind of, I have mixed feelings about it. I will eventually get this kit as well. I mean, I want the cultist. Look at the Glock, dude. Like, this is the kit right here. You're low weight, got the guns of a lifetime. Man, SJ6, Trimadol. This is the kit. This is the kit, but slightly troll. And then we move over to Reaper. He has got an MP7 APSX. In my opinion, MP7 I'm pretty sure was nerfed. I don't know how it feels in Arena, but it was nerfed on normal Tarkov, and have not been a fan since. Not a fan. Good ammo, good armor, good meds. Just not a fan. Then we go over to Flanker. Got the AUG with, oh yeah. Okay, so this is the bad kit actually. I haven't seen this one. Got SSA AP, best rounds for 5.56. Got good armor, tier 5, extra mags. You got a hollow instead of the shitty, that scope that you have on this gun right there, just take it off. It's just dog. It's no good. So just take that off completely and switch it. And then you have a Glock with rip. It's single fire. That's pretty bad too. So this is kind of a kind of kit in my opinion. Reaper is, if the MP7's not bad, that's not actually a bad kit. And then Chimera. But if you're looking at it from going down the tree, you got Chimera, Cobra, and Weaver. And even this guy are all good ammos, good kits, and will all kill people the entire time you're going down this tree. So the second I hit this guy, it just becomes easier, easiest, and wow, I'm not even struggling anymore. But yeah, that's the scout tree, and we go over to the CQB. I do not like shotguns. I did not also want that shotgun. There's no need for me to get that. Or Mantis, an OPSKS with PS. What the hell? What even is this? Who did this? Okay. Moving on from that. I personally went with Attic. Early game does the trick. This AK-545 will kill anyone in the early game. It'll just, only time it'll kill someone is the early game, basically. We'll just move on from that, and we go down to Raider. Raider gets an AK-74 UB with a vert hand grip and a red dot with TMO. Also gets a level 3 armor with a pretty crappy helmet. Basically, I just took off the helmet every time and just ran it, and you'll get kills with it. You get 45 round mags, pretty good. So after this one is when you get to move on to Blackjack, which is your M4 build with a cannon sight, not the best ammo, strand hot or Eclipse, and 100 round mags in the M4, which will make you kill just about anything. So not a bad kit actually. I was a huge fan of the Blackjack. It was a lot of fun. Lima's not bad, just not worth it in the end because it doesn't go to anything. But you get M855 TV rig. Does the trick not the greatest. I didn't use it any actually. I don't even remember I don't even think I have a game played on this one. Not a fan. Then we go down to Centurion. This one actually was a lot of fun. You start tanking a lot at this point of time, and the ammo actually is not too terrible to kill. Pretty fun class, and then after this class is when it becomes just 10 times better because you finally get your Alton. The Alton class for me, I used Altons whenever I first started playing Tarkov, which was like, 3 years ago. I don't know. I was just a fan of being able to be shot once or twice is enough for me to be able to kill like the person shooting me. It just gives me, like, I'm already reacting when you're shooting me. So if you don't kill me within those shots, I'm going to kill you. It just gives me a safety net of protection and extra life. So I personally like this kit a lot. And you also get BT, which is really, really good around. So this is a super good kit. We won't even go to split. I didn't use Devgru. I don't plan on going down this one. After you get done with Zenith, you get to Butcher, and you get M62 and the SA58 with Hex Grid and Rise T. Beautiful kit. I'm halfway there. I'm going down multiple different paths. I think it's for me, I just wanted to see what it was like to go down multiple paths, and honestly, it was not worth it. The way they have it set up is complete dog shit. Like I said, there's many things they could do differently, and I don't even know why they didn't do things the simple way and made things just 10 times more complicated. But it is BSG, so I'm not surprised as much as other people are. And now let's go ahead and continue down with these kits. So after Butcher, there's nothing else, and we go down to Guardian. Guardian, you get an RPK with a 7 and 40, which is a beautiful best round you can get. You'll shoot it through anything. This is a great kit on top of getting a Vulcan helmet and not too bad armored rig. Meds aren't bad too. The meds aren't bad either. And then after the Guardian kit, you get down to Ratatouille. This is the kit I actually want, more so because it's a troll kit. It'd just be funny to kill people with and like in game. And yeah, specifically the only reason. I mean, the ammo, I use BT and the SVD all the time. I think it's a great round. You don't get helmet, no headset. You're just big dickin' Chad. That's how it should be with the PKP. So that's why I specifically went for this kit, just because I thought it'd be funny. Haven't got there quite yet, but I'm pretty close. And then, of course, you got your Haymaker and Bore. Haymaker, you get a G36 with a Slick and a Fast MT, which is fucking awesome. And, of course, you get M855A1. Also good rounds as well in the G36, on top of good armor and good meds. And you go over to Bore, and you get the Sega 12 buckshot. And yeah, that's not much to say about this kit. If you go for this one, this is legit. Like, this is more troll than Ratatouille in my opinion. Like, this is fucking troll. But that's about it for the CQB in my opinion. Moving down to the Assault Tree. So I guess I played Stargazer some. So we'll just skip everything and go straight down to the Assault kits. I'm not the biggest fan of any of these kits, just to show you guys, except for the HK. So we have the AVT with BT. AVT is super good. You can definitely kill anybody with this round. Armor, Defender 2, and the ZSH helmet. Kind of just will do the job. You'll probably kill plenty of people with the AVT just because it's a meta gun as well. SA58, not too bad actually. Kit, terrible helmet. Basically, you're just not even wearing a helmet. Hex grid's level 6, so that's great. SA58 honestly is pretty sick. So yeah, not a bad kit. The only downside is 20 round mags, but you get M62, so you're shitting on kids. Also hollow, so that's pretty solid actually. Then the HK kit, this is the kit that I know people have been chasing. So this is a good kit. On top of getting really good ammo with M855A1, you get a fucking grenade and pretty good mags with spare mags, and you get ripping the USP, which isn't that crazy. And then we go over to Mutant, and I know this round's pretty good too. You get BP, level 5, and then Fast MT is also really good for a helmet, and plenty mags, also a nade, and different meds, heavy bleeds, and then you got Analgin for painkillers. Not a bad kit actually. And then we go over to your ratings. So this is your ranked preset kits. So as of right now, I've only hit mercenary, but since I am a mercenary, I get these kits right here, which aren't really anything, you know, that special if I'm being honest. None of them. As you rank up, you will unlock more at 4 more every time. So it's you rank up, you rank up, you rank up, and I don't think anyone will be using these. Maybe. I just don't. None of these kits even match. Like they're nowhere near as good as all the other kits that you get in your actual presets. Which, in my opinion, if you want people to use these shouldn't be the best. But maybe a few of them should be usable. Well, that's also my issue with the whole thing right now. Is I really think BSG could do a much better job of balancing kits and making making more kits more fun. I don't want to, like, I know people are having a blast using Altons and Rise Ts and running that, you know, 100 times, and oh yes, I'm having so much fun. It's like, well, that's awesome, dude. I feel like there's a lot of people like me and a lot of people that, you know, just want to use different guns and have fun. Like, yes, it's arena. I didn't think it was gonna be use one kit only and you're gonna have fun with it. It's just like, yeah, this is fun to me. I have had a lot of fun on arena specifically, but there's just a lot of things that could be fixed. But yeah, that's basically it for the video, boys. I hope that I could have maybe given you guys some advice, or maybe shown you guys something that you just didn't see. I know it was quick and a little bit rough, but I just kind of wanted to get out a quick video for basically the presets and just kind of my thoughts on how I kind of, you know, think of this, honestly. I think that it needs a lot of work, but I think that BSG has something that honestly no other FPS game has. It's just that BSG needs to work on specifically the competitive integrity of the game, and that includes these presets. For me, I think that in order to have a competitive game, someone shouldn't be shooting M61, and then someone shouldn't be shooting, you know, BCP FMJ or TCW SP. You know, it's either everyone have shitty rounds or everyone have good rounds. You know, I feel like there's a way to balance things that maybe I'm just not understanding as well, but the balancing that has been done and that is in place currently, there's none. Basically, it's whoever has the best ammo and best armor. Whether you have really, really good armor and bad ammo, you're still going to do way better than someone with nothing. Because the people that just start out with the first kits literally don't get good guns. They don't get good guns. They don't get good armor. They don't get good anything. So I do think there's a lot of work to be done. But like I said, just before that, I have been having a lot of fun on this, and I do think that this is a fucking great foundation for a new competitive game. Honestly, I'm loving it. So yeah, I hope you guys are too, truly. That's about it for the video, and if you guys made it all the way to the end, I just want to say I appreciate you guys. I appreciate just about Well, if you guys made it to the end, I just want to say I appreciate you guys for making it this far. And yeah, thank you guys very much for the support. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, and maybe give me some advice on something I can help you out with. And maybe I can't make a video and try to help you figure something out. Hopefully I did help you figure something out with this video as well. But yeah, that's it. You guys stay harmless, and thanks for watching the video. Peace.